Hey guys, all right. I got my dad here, and we're gonna go ahead and do. And with this, we decided to do another NFC North mock. We did one; it did pretty well on YouTube, so we're gonna do another one. This
Hey,
time,
everybody.
hey man, how are you doing, Dad?
Good. Good. Isaac, how you doing?
Good, man. I had a fun weekend with the wife. And this is gonna be. I was excited about this. So,
Good for
okay,
you. Get a
yeah,
couple of relaxing days.
yeah. Went and saw movie, hung out. It was fun. It was really nice. Like a little birthday thing. So,
Nice.
um. This time, he's going to take the Packers Lions, and I'm going to take the Bears and the Vikings. And we are going to do an NFC North mock. Go like and subscribe. We got up to 725. A lot of the videos with Dad have been kicking ass. So let's go.
Awesome.
All right, let's do it. Okay, here we go. I selected all four teams. So I'm going to keep using this website. We're going to do the fast speed, and we're going to do it. So,
Hey, which
your
website are you using?
Pro Football Network.
Okay, cool.
So I'm Bears in the Vikings, your Packers Lions. I'm on the clock at pick 10.
I
Um the Bengals offered pick 17 and 49 for pick 2 for pick 10 and 240. So a first and a seventh to move down 7 spots, and they gave me their second round pick. And to be
hmm,
honest, there's some
not
players here
terrible.
that are like, here's the problem. Membu's available, which is exactly what they need. And I don't know if I can pass him up because him at 10 is stupid. The Seahawks offered 18, 50, and a third, which is better than the other offer, but it has a 2026, so it's worse. I'm actually gonna eat as good of an offer as that Bengals offer is. I'm gonna reject both, and I'm gonna take Armand Membu. This kid,
Yeah.
6'4", 332 pounds. If he'd been gone, and it was just Kelvin Banks Jr., as good as he is, I would have taken that trade. But this is exactly what the Bears need. They need a tackle to solidify that line. 9.89 RAS score. Can't talk
Mhm.
today. He's still got some developing to do, but I think he's going to be awesome. At Missouri, he went against some good pass rushers. Uh, Dad, what are your thoughts on Membo? I know he's one of your favorite players.
Yeah, he's the top tackle on the board, so um in my opinion. So
You know
great.
what's
That's a
funny?
good pick for Chicago.
You know what's funny is Will Campbell went number 2 in this one. Cam
Did
Ward
he
didn't wait
really?
till. Yeah, Travis Hunter went number 1. Will
Oh my
Campbell went
god.
number 2. Right? Cam Ward went 3. Um, Abdul Carter went 4. Ashton Genty went all the way up at 5. Ted McMillan went 6. This is a crazy one. I love it. Mason
Hmm.
Graham went 7. Will Johnson went 8. And Shadur fell to number 9 to the Saints. They didn't have to trade up. So this is a crazy
Wow.
one. So I'm going to go Membu.
Okay.
And now you're up with the Packers. You got a trade offer. You got 3. You ready?
What position are we at? 23?
Yeah, you're at 23. So you're doing
Okay.
Packers Lions. I'm doing Bears Vikings. So you're at 23. The
Yeah.
Bills offered pick 30 and 56 for 23 and 124. So a first and a fourth for a first and a second. That's one offer. So you move 7 back and you pick up pick 56 and you
Okay,
flip them back up.
can we take a look and see who's available first?
Yeah, Emin Wari is available. I can hide these. I'll hide them. Emin Wari is available.
Mm-hmm.
Colson Loveland just went. Jahad Campbell's available. Siobhan Revel, the cornerback from East Carolina, is available. Josh Simmons is available. Um, Nick Scorton's available, and Nick Buka is available.
Igbuka.
And
I'm
you can
gonna.
look at this.
I'll take that trade. I think.
You want to see all of them? Hold on, let me see.
Sure.
How do I
If there's
how
a
do I
better
get the
one out
trades?
there.
Let me see if I can get the trades back up.
All right.
I don't know how to get the trades back up. Darn it. Once I hide them, ooh, this is a struggle. How do I get them back up?
That's okay.
Dang it. I don't know how to do it. I have to feel, yeah, I don't know how to do it. I feel bad.
No worries.
Sorry.
All right.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Mm, ranking updates. No, not what I want. Propose trade. I can go propose a trade.
No, we're good. Hey,
Okay.
so team needs?
Says they need an edge rusher, corner, receiver, defensive tackle, linebacker. Luther Burden is here. Tyleek Williams is here from
Hmm.
Ohio State. You got Buka, you got Nick Scorton, Josh Simmons, Siobhan Revel, Jahad Campbell, Emin
Kind of
Worry.
kind of feel like the Scorton might be the pick, right? The edge rusher.
Yeah, there's no RAS score on him yet, but 6'2", 257. He looks like a beast.
He's a
Um,
linebacker outside.
yeah, Texas A&M, he's going to be pretty good. He could be one of the best dual threats, defensive end, outside linebackers in the league, like it says here. And he's a fluid pass rusher when you watch him on tape. I love his bend. He's going to be awesome. If we don't go receiver, this is one of the picks I like for the Packers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
All right.
Scorton.
Okay, so now I'm the Vikings. I'm up. There's 3 trade offers. This one is 2026s, so I'm just gonna decline it.
Right, right.
They have me moving 3 back for a 4th next year. I'm declining that. That's baloney. And a 2026 third to move 5 back. No thanks. So the Vikings team needs, it says safety, and this is a no-brainer for me. Med has sold me on this kid. I watched him tape on him. I read up a lot on him. He got
Yeah.
a perfect 10 RAS, 6'3", 220, little undersized. I get it, but I mean he's taller.
Who is it?
Nick Emenwari, the safety from
Oh
South
yeah.
Carolina. And Mick and Med got to watch him 4.38 40 and a 43-inch vertical jump. This guy, the
Hmm.
athleticism, he might have that. I've never seen this. Emmett Worry arguably had the greatest testing performance by a safety ever in Indianapolis at the combine. Like this kid, I gotta drink some water, but in some yeah,
Damn, I didn't
safety's
know
fun.
that.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't need a safety, like frankly, we don't need one because I think Bullard and Evan Williams can hold it down. But this
Right.
guy next to McKinney, our safety, that'd be probably the best safety tandem, one of the best ones in the league if we grabbed him. This kid looks great. So I'm gonna go Emin Worry.
Okay.
You're up for the Lions here at 28. There's a trade offer. It has a 2026. I'll decline it for you.
Okay.
2026 and 2026. So they all have 2026 picks in them. For the Lions, it says edge rusher, guard, cornerback, safety, and receiver. Here's the top prospects available.
Right.
Igbuka's there. Luther Burden the third is there. Tyleek
Hmm.
Williams is there. I like him. Gray Zabel, that guard from North Dakota State's there. Walter Nolan and Iziriku, the edge rusher from Boston College, and Kenneth Grant, the defensive tackle from Michigan. And for kicks, they're not going to do this, but Omarion Hampton is there, and Donovan Jackson. The next edge rusher on the board after Ezekiel is Mike Green from Marshall.
So, who's the best available? What's that guard? Is he the top? Is he the top guard available?
Yeah, there's 2 that are standing out on the board. Gray Zabel from North Dakota State, 6'5", 312. And then Donovan
Right.
Jackson from Ohio State, 6'3", 315.
You guys were doing an Easter egg hunt at freaking
Um,
literally 1 year ago today. You guys were doing the Easter egg hunt at that.
let's do the guard.
Which one? Zabel from North Dakota State or Donovan Jackson from Ohio State?
Zabel
Good pick.
for Detroit. Yeah.
Yep. All right, we're into the second round. I'm the Bears. I'm up. I could move 8 back, and it's 2026. I'm going to decline. All right, this one's interesting. I could move 19 back and pick up pick 89. I didn't move back earlier. I've got pick 41. I'm actually going to pick up more depth for a team that I feel like their defense wasn't as great as people thought last year. I'm going to accept this trade. So I'm moving 19 back, and I'm picking up a late third rounder.
That's
It is
pretty
moving.
good.
It's not bad. And the reason I'm doing is I've got another pick and 2 picks.
That's
Okay, so
Chicago, right?
yeah. Bad trade offer here. Okay, this one I move 12 back and I pick up pick 65. And there's some great players on the board here. I can see some of the guards left, but I'm going to do another trade. I flip them. I go 12 back. I pick up an early third and I flip them back a late fourth. I'm going to actually do this again. I'm going to move back twice. Med would probably like that. All right, I'm up at I'm up at 53. There's another trade offer. I'm going to decline both 2026s. I'm going to finally pick. I'm 1 pick in front of you at the So the Bears are up, and then you're up for the Packers. Next pick,
Okay.
I went the tackle. There's another tackle here, Cameron Williams, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the responsible thing, even though they could use another tackle. I'm gonna go with Caleb Johnson, running back from Iowa, 6'1", 224. I think that they have got to add to that running back room. Um, I think
Who's
this
that
kid's
for? Chicago?
yeah. What do you think of
Okay.
Caleb Johnson? You like it?
Yeah, I like Caleb Johnson for sure.
Kinshawn Junkins is here too, but I think Johnson's going to be the better prospect. So
Right.
you're up. You're up for the Packers.
Okay.
Both these
And we picked Scorton,
yeah,
the
and both and these offers suck.
the
They've got
edge.
2026s in them, so I'm going to
No,
decline
just
them for
taking
you.
that. Um,
Kinshawn Junkins is there. Look at that.
what's their team need at this point?
Edge, corner, but I don't know why it says that because they must be thinking the Packers are going to trade away Jerry Alexander because you picked up Hobbs, you got Alexander, and you still got Nixon and
Right.
Valentine. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking receiver, but I'll show you everything.
Okay.
Alaminor is here from Stanford, and Isaiah Bond, and Jaden Higgins are here, and Jalen Noel. And I know you love
Mhm.
Xavier Restrepo.
Restrepo. So the top receivers are. Tell me the.
Alaminor from Stanford, he had a 9.79 RAS, 6'1", 206.
Right.
Isaiah Bond, the little guy from Texas, 5'10", 180.
Mhm.
Jaden Higgins, the bigger guy, 6'4", 214, 9.92 RAS. Gotta like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Higgins
Good call. I like it.
for the Packers.
Okay, I'm back up with the Bears again because I traded back. There's a Raider trade that's no good. There's a Bills trade. This is interesting. I move only 4 back and I pick up 132. I'm gonna pick up more depth for the Bears. I'm gonna move back again. Lions.
Yeah, Isaac.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting a million picks. All right, you're up with the Lions here, and
Team needs?
you took Zabel. It says
Yeah.
they need an edge and a guard. You picked up the guard, a corner, a safety, and a receiver. Um, there
Mhm.
is 3 tackles at the top of the board, offensive tackles. Williams, Savani, and Mabo. That's probably not needs for them. Isaiah Bond is there. Tate Rutledge is there. It says they need an edge. The top edge available
Right.
is Kyler Kennard. He's a little further down. 76. You're a pick 60.
All right. All right.
Pretty good
Um,
though.
let's
8.48
take
rounds.
let's take a look at the best defensive tackle.
I like it. That's a sneaky need for them. TJ Sanders, 62, and Darius Alexander and Alfred Collins. The TJ Sanders, 6'3", 297, a little smaller, but a 9.27 RAS from South Carolina. Med likes him a lot.
I like him. So let's pick him for Detroit.
Sweet. Okay, I'm up at you know what? It's intriguing of an offer as this one is. I move 11 back again, and I pick up another 4th. I think I'm just gonna take somebody here for the Bears because I've already traded down twice. They got Membu and Caleb Johnson. They need a safety. They need an edge as well. But Makuba is here from Texas, and I like this kid. 5'11", 186. He's at 71. I like him. I'm up in 3 picks, though, so I might be able to get him in 3 picks. There's some tackles here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and go with I think I'm going to go with Cameron Williams from Texas and double down at tackle for the Bears. Okay,
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm up at. I got another pick right now. I could move 2 back and pick up 135. That's actually not a bad.
Is that for
move.
Chicago?
Yeah, and I flipped them at 2026. I'm actually going to do that. It's only 2 back. Okay, there's another trade offer. I move 6 back and pick up 110. That's actually not bad either. And I would have 2 picks in a row. That's kind of fun. Or I move 18 back and pick up 95. Dang, man, this is a lot of trades. I'm going to do this one where I get 2 in a row just because I think that's fun.
All right.
And then I'm going to just decline both of these. So I picked up a million picks for the Bears. Is my boy still here? Restapro is here, and Tez Johnson. And Mason Taylor from LSU. And as much as I like Cole Kmet, I kind of like this kid. There's a center. Restapro's here. 5'9". He's a little small, but I like him. Tez Johnson is here. Not a great Raz, and he's really undersized. I'm going to look at the receivers. Jack Beck is here. I've got another pick. So I got 2 in a row. I got 2 tackles. Let's go ahead and let's look at safety. Makuba's here. I'm going to take him with the first pick from Texas.
There you
5'11",
go.
186. He's a little smaller, but they need a safety. So let's do it. Okay, I got another trade offer to move 2 back and pick up 138. Dang, that's actually a pretty good deal. How do I not do it? I'm going to do it. I moved 2 back, and I'm declining both of these. So I've got like 7 more picks for the Bears. That's crazy. 8.
Dang, Isaac.
Defensive tackle wouldn't be bad for them. I got 2 offensive tackles. I got a running back. DJ Giddens is here. I like him a lot. I'm going to shock you and go with DJ Giddens because I think I'm not a big DeAndre Swift fan. And I think this resupplies the running back room. So I'm going to do it. Even though they need an edge, I've got another pick coming up soon. Okay, you were right ahead of me with the Packers. That trade offer sucks.
Okay.
You've taken Scorton and Higgins. Great draft for you.
So far.
Top of the board, Emory Jones, really good talent, but we don't need a tackle. Is there? Mason Taylor is available from LSU. Check that out. Omar Norman Lott, the defensive tackle from Tennessee, but he has a bad Raz, so I can't see the Packers taking him.
Who are the top defensive tackles?
Let's check it out. Shamar Turner is there from Texas A&M. No Raz score yet, but 6'3", 290. I like him, even though he plays with a high pad level, so he loses consistency at times. But like him, those are the top 2. Joshua Farmer from Florida State's a little further down, but he did score a 7.85 Raz. He's up at 105, and this is pick 87.
Okay.
You like him, or you want to see? There's a
no. Let's take a look at cornerback.
Dorian Strong from Virginia Tech, 6'1", 185, 6.97 Raz. He's got strong ball skills, not a great Raz score, but solid. Skilled and instinctive corner. I don't think they would do it.
I don't think we're going there.
Edge rusher, Jared Ivey's
again?
available. Edge rusher, Jared Ivey. Gillo from Louisville. The top of the board overall. Lathan Ransom, the safety.
What about running back? Who's available at running back?
Scatabo just went 2 picks before you. Rachel Tootin is available. Damian Martinez, Ollie Gordon, the second, and Dylan Sampson and RJ Harvey. But you got another pick at 124, but Tootin might be gone by then, and Martinez and Gordon might be gone by then.
Right. Well, what about linebacker?
Linebacker? Not a lot of depth. There's a Stutzman from Oklahoma who I do like at 134. He had a 9.58 Raz. He might be there at the next pick, but he might not. He's the second linebacker. The top one is Mondon Jr. from Georgia. Good Raz. 6'2", 224, a little small, but 9.38 Raz. Very athletic.
All right, let's go with the linebacker.
All right, let's do it. Okay, I'm up with the Bears. I can move 11 back and pick up another one. I'm not trading back again.
No.
I've got 2 running backs, 2 tackles, a safety. I need to get me an edge. I'm going to get me some Jared Ivey. They got to get an edge rusher. Okay, Vikings, that's me. I can move 22 back. I'm not doing it. These trades suck. So only the Bears get good trades on this thing. It's weird. I got Em and Worry. They only have 3 more picks total. I got a safety. They need a corner. Dorian Strong is the best one here. Not a great Raz, but this is a big need for them. Let me look at the top of the board.
Yeah.
There's some good defensive tackles. Josiah Stewart is here. I like him a lot. But I think corner's a bigger need for them. They got to fix that secondary.
Chicago?
Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, there's
Have fun.
running back. I feel like they need to, but they did get Aaron Jones back. So I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to go with I like Kobe Bryant.
Sorry about that interruption.
You're good. I'm going to go with Dorian Strong. Okay. You're up with the Lions. There's a trade offer. 102, and you give them back a 2026 7. So next year,
No.
you move 11 back and you pick up 147. Okay, this one you move back 7 and you pick up a 5th.
No.
Thought so.
What did we pick for Detroit so far?
You've gotten Gray Zabel and TJ Sanders, so you got trenches, a guard, and a defensive tackle. I like it.
Good. Which running backs are available?
Tootin, Martinez, Gordon, Sampson, and Harvey.
Damn.
You got 2 picks. You got 102, and then you're up at 130 as well.
Yeah. Well, they don't. They could use a backup though, and Tootin's kind of a backup.
Like him?
Well,
9.33 Raz.
yeah. Let's go with Tootin.
All right, Dad. I like it. People are gonna be like, you took a running back when they got Gibbs and Montgomery, but Montgomery gets banged up or Gibbs does. This gives you another option. So, okay, I'm up with the Bears.
He can hit the home run on Tootin. Tootin's got that home run ability.
Exactly. I like Martinez a lot, but I picked up 2 running backs already, so I really don't think I should get another one. I'm actually going to go with Ty Felton, 6'1", 183. He's somebody I really like. I've watched highlights on this kid on Instagram and YouTube. I like his playmaking ability, this 9.61 RAS. I wish he was a little bit bigger, but his yards after the catch, they lost Keenan Allen. Receiver is a sneaky need for the Bears. Yes, they have DJ Moore and they got Rome, but a lot of teams do have 3 receivers now. I'm going to pick up Ty Felton for the Bears. Okay, good. Dad, you're up. You're up for the Packers. This is fun. I like these NFC North ones. Okay, so right. You got Nick Scorton, you got Jaden Higgins, and I'm trying to like pick fairly and not just key players for the Packers. And you got Mondon Jr. So you got a linebacker, an edge, and a receiver. Very good. That's 3 of their team needs: edge, receiver, linebacker. It's saying you still need to hit those positions or corner or defensive tackle. There's Shamar Turner from Texas A&M still on the board.
What's his RAS?
No RAS, sadly, but 6'3", 290. I'll read you his thing. Shamar Turner is a disruptive and versatile defensive lineman with the ability to excel at multiple positions across the front. He combines a quick first step with impressive strength, allowing him to penetrate gaps and create consistent backfield pressure. Turner's hand usage and lateral movement make him effective against both the run and pass, while his motor and physicality enable him to shed blocks and pursue plays with intensity. His agility and athleticism for his size are notable, giving him the flexibility to line up inside or on the edge. Turner has a tendency to play with a high pad level at times, which costs him in leverage battles, while also lacking consistency in the run game at times. 6'3", 290. Their board, he's
Let's
86.
take him. I like him. Yeah, let's do it.
You got him at 124, and he was supposed to go before your last pick. So good stuff.
Nice.
Okay, you're up with the Lions.
Okay.
You're Lions, right? Yeah, you're Lions. You got Zabel, Sanders, and Tootin. So you got a running back, a guard, defensive tackle. It says they need an edge. You hit guard. It says you need a corner and a safety. Edge, corner, and safety.
Yeah, well, what's a safety? What are the safeties looking like right now?
RJ Mickens is just behind this pick. He's 6 feet, 199, 8.6 RAS. There's no description. He's from Clemson.
I don't like him.
Malachi Moore from Alabama.
What?
Malachi Moore from Alabama. I like him. There's no RAS, but 5'11", 196. He had 7 picks in 2024.
Yeah, let's go with him.
Good pick.
Malachi Moore.
I like him. If he's a bust, I'm going to be surprised. Okay, Bears. I'm back up. I've taken the whole draft worth already. 2 running backs, 2 offensive tackles, a receiver, an edge, a safety. I need a linebacker. Danny Stutzman's here from Oklahoma. 6'3", 233, 9.58 RAS. I'm taking him. He looks good. Holy crap, I'm up again. I got 2 more picks in the next 3 picks. This is freaking awesome. Did I get me a safety? I did. I got Makuba. Let's look at everything. Joshua Farmer, there's a defensive tackle here from Florida State. 6'3", 305, only 7.58 RAS. That's not bad for a defensive tackle. Quick first step. Ooh, I like this. He plays with excellent leverage and hand technique. He's disruptive, high motor defensive lineman. I'm going to take him for the Bears. And then I'm thinking they need an edge. That's the one position I have not gotten. Howard Cross is here, but David Walker's here from Central Arkansas. Only 6 feet, but 263 with an 8.55 RAS. Plays with high energy. He needs to add strength and refine his technique. He might be the pick. Ollie Gordon is still here. Ooh, Powell Ryland. Okay, never mind. 9.11 RAS, 6'2", 258. Strong. He's a good edge rusher. Day 2 or early day 3, I'm going to take him for Virginia Tech. So I landed me an edge rusher for the Bears. I'm not back up till 7th round. All right.
All right.
Vikings. I'm up. First pick of the 5th round. I got Evan Waring and Dorian Strong. They still need a guard. Let's see if there's any I like. Jackson Slater from Sacramento State. 9.35 RAS. I like it. 6'3", 311. Looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and take him. That's perfect.
Good RAS.
Good RAS. 1 second. The wife said something. Hold on. Oh, no, not her. Yay. Could move 10 back. It was just a Snapchat update. Could move 10 back. For the Packers, pick up 206. That's probably not worth it. So you're up 159. You've gotten Scorton, Higgins, Mondin Jr., and Shamar Turner. So you got a linebacker, an edge, so 2 defensive linemen, a linebacker, and a receiver. What position do you want to see?
Let's check out running back and receiver real quick.
Damian Martinez is here. RJ Harvey's here. Monagai, Rashard Smith, and Jordan James.
And then what about receiver?
Jalen Lane, 5'9", 191, 9.54 RAS from Virginia Tech. And then Nick Nash, he's moved up a little bit. His RAS was only 6'6", though.
I'm going to go with Martinez, the running back.
Good call. Damian Martinez, 5'11", 217, 9.36 RAS. Short yardage back with the potential to develop into a bigger role. Good pick if Marshawn Lloyd doesn't pan out. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're into round 6 because I didn't have any Bears picks. I'm last pick for the Vikings, and I need to get them a running back. And Rashard Smith is here. I kind of want your take on this. Jordan James is here, but with a 3.88 RAS, I just can't do that. That's
a tough one.
That's just
doesn't sound good.
No. I think I'm going to end up going with Rashard Smith. 5'9", 194 from SMU. I'm going to give him a shot. Last pick for the Vikings. They got to get some more running backs up in there. All right, you're up for the Lions. 196. Right. We're coming to the end of the 6th round here. You got 2 more picks after this in the 7th. Okay. You've taken the guard, Sable, the defensive tackle Sanders, Tootin, and Malachi Moore.
Nice.
Says they need a corner and a safety. Or you got a safety.
Probably look at the top corners that are available.
Okay, corner. Justin Whaley is right there. It's 196. He's at 198 from Minnesota. No RAS. Corner with average size and length, 5'10", 190 from Minnesota. He finishes plays, loose hips. He's efficient mover, doesn't waste steps. Willing run defender. Average tackler. He missed 19.2% of his tackles last year.
Justin, what's his name?
Justin Wally from Minnesota.
I'll take him.
Okay. Packers, you're up. You've got 3 more picks. You took the running back. What position you want to see?
Receiver again.
Receiver again. Ricky White.
Is Nash still there?
Nah, he's gone.
Who else?
Ricky White is there, and Caden Prather's there. 6'3", 204, 7.04 RAS. That's pretty good for a 6th round pick.
Just keep reading the names. I know them.
Okay, so White, Prather, Hudson, Wells Jr., Jimmy Horn Jr., Brooks, Wester, Badger.
Horton Jr. Is that the guy? Dante. Gosh, I can't remember his last name.
So they got Wells Jr. and Horn Jr. Jimmy Horn. I
Um,
think that's from the same Jimmy Horn.
Ho- Horton Jr.'s, just read his bio. Just make sure I got the right guy.
Horton, or it's Jimmy Horn Jr. from
Horn
Colorado.
Jr. Okay. From Colorado.
Undersized.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah, take
You
him.
want?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's see who's up now. We're in round 7. Oh dang. Okay, Lions, Dad, you're up with the Lions. You got 2 more picks. You had 228 and 244. You got in them guard, defensive tackle, running back, safety, and a corner.
hmm
Do you want to see edge?
Yes, edge or defensive tackle.
Edge, there's not one till 240. It's Johnny Walker from Missouri, 6'2", 246. Baron Sorrell, I've heard of him from Texas. Ooh, like this, 6'3", 256, 9.25 RAS. He
What
had
about
10
defensive
sacks.
tackle again?
Hemingway from South Carolina. He was at 189. He's fallen. 6'2", 284 with an 8.14 RAS.
A little small.
A little small. Lazir Stackhouse is here, the big boy. 6'3", 327.
It's kind of an anchor. Let's try him because we already got a defensive tackle.
He wants that. He's a defensive tackle. He wants Stackhouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just talking to myself.
Oh, no, you're good. Okay, Bears, last pick. I got them an edge. I got them I got them 2 tackles, 2 running backs, a safety. Oh, I got 2 edges. A linebacker, defensive tackle, receiver. I got a safety. Hit that receiver. Let's look at guard. Xavier Truss from Georgia, 6'7", 309. I think that might be the pick. Let's look at everything. Ooh, Hemingway fell. Med would take him from South Carolina. I'm just going to do it. The fact he fell that far, I'm just going to do it. That's the pick. Packers. Packers, you got 2 picks left. Kobe Hudson still here for receiver, but only a 3.78 RAS. Phil Maffa is here from Clemson, 6 foot 234, running back.
What about offensive tackle?
That one was the wife. Offensive tackle. Crenshaw Dixon from Florida or Jalen Travis from Iowa State are the top 2 by a mile.
Iowa State, Travis.
Okay. Ooh,
is good.
991 RAS. I like it.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Okay, you're up with the Lions at 244. This is the final pick for the Lions. What position you want to see?
I want to try another guard or interior lineman.
She's going to be off even later. You want to see guard? Okay. Xavier Truss from Georgia is the best one there by like 60 picks. 6.99 RAS, 6'7", 309. I almost took him with the
6'7"?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got to give him a shot. I mean, give him a shot.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
Packers. I think this is the last pick of anybody. What do you want to see?
Oh, let me see. Just look at receiver again.
I like it. Receiver, Ja'Cory Brooks is there from Louisville, 6'2", 184. Jahante Wester from Colorado, no measurables on him. Elijah Badger, 6'1", 200, 9.31 RAS.
Let's try him. We'll give him a shot. Probably won't make the team.
Probably not. Maybe he's better than 3 of the receivers we have. Who knows? All right, with the Bears, I got 11 picks. I got
oh my God.
Membu.
A lot. Good job, Isaac.
I think this is a home run for the Bears. They got Membu at 10. I didn't even.
Membu at 10 is really good.
Traded down to 53 and got Caleb Johnson, late second. Got Cameron Williams, another tackle from Texas in the second. Got Mukuba, the safety from Texas in the third. DJ Giddens doubled down on running back for Kansas State. Then I got edge rusher Ivy at the top of the third, or at the end of the third. Ty Felton in the fourth. Danny Stutzman, the linebacker from Oklahoma, on the fourth. Right after that, Joshua Farmer, defensive tackle from Florida State, in the fourth. Another edge rusher, Antoine Powell Ryland from Virginia Tech. And at the end of the draft, I took another defensive tackle. So I got 2 defensive tackles, 2 offensive tackles, 2 edge, a linebacker, a receiver, a safety, 2 running backs.
Nice.
You're up for the Lions. You got them Yeah, that was fun. You got Gray Zabel, the guard from North Dakota State, so you solidified the trenches
Should
on
be a
the.
starter.
I would think so. TJ Sanders, defensive tackle, he could start from South Carolina. Then you went running back. Hold on. Brashil Tootin, running back
Well,
from
Tootin's got
Virginia
that
Tech.
home run. He's got that home run ability, so he could spell Gibbs, at times
I
and
like it.
develop.
I like it. And then you took Malachi Moore, safety from Alabama. He could start for them, possibly,
Hmm.
next to Branch. I like it. True center fielder. They need another playmaking safety. If he's
Right.
as good, close to as good as Branch. Then there was a wait. You took quarterback Wally in the 5th from Minnesota. Then you took Nazir Stackhouse, defensive tackle. So you hit that defensive line. And then you got another guard, Xavier Truss from Georgia. I like it. Okay,
Nice.
Packers, you had 8 picks. Nick Scorton, edge rusher from Texas A&M.
Edge. We got the edge.
Jaden Higgins, receiver from Iowa State in the
Higgins
second
is
round.
he could be sneaky. Good. We don't know yet.
1,183 yards, 9 TDs at Iowa State last year. 6'4",
Mhm.
214, 9.92 RAS. If he can,
If
I
he
like
can play
that.
the X, if he could play the X, then it's good. I think he played the X for a majority of his plays in college.
We really need an impact guy right away, unfortunately. So hopefully
Yeah.
he's it. Smile, but we do need edge rushers too. So this was a good draft. Samal Mondin Jr., another linebacker after last year's draft, but this kid, 6'2", 224, 9.38 RAS. If Walker continues to mess up and make boneheaded plays, this gives us another option. We re-signed a depth linebacker in free agency. I'm trying to
Mhm.
remember it was McDuffie, I think. But we also have Edgerrin Cooper, so it just continues to solidify the depth. You got Hopper from last year. This kind of completes that linebacker room for the Packers.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I was trying to do.
Shamar Turner, defensive tackle, an underrated need for the Packers after losing Slayton.
Because we
Like
lost
this.
Slayton. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you, that was a good pick. You went running back in the 5th round. Damian Martinez,
Yeah, because
5'11".
if we lose Jacobs to an injury, I mean, we don't know what we have.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
Martinez looks he looks pretty solid from an overall perspective.
I'm a little surprised he's a 5th rounder with those measurables. That's
He
kind of
fell.
interesting.
I feel like he fell into the 5th. But he could go 4th, 5th round for sure.
What was his 40 time? Because it says there are concerns about Martinez's top end speed and pass blocking, which limits his potential draft value this year. He could have an early career role as a short yardage back. I'm going to check it out really quick.
I think his
Mhm.
40 time was 4.52. But I don't know. Check
Yeah,
it.
no, you're spot on. 4.51. His first attempt was a 4.58. His
Yeah.
second run was a 4.51. That's good speed. I wouldn't be super concerned with that. That's not like we're talking 4.6. High 4.5 is good enough to be a starter in the NFL. So,
Yeah.
that could be a good pick for us. All right, Jimmy Horn Jr. Hopefully he produces. I like that you kept hitting receiver. Jalen Travis, tackle. This was slick because if our boy Jordan Morgan doesn't pan out, we need another
Mm,
tackle. 6'7", 339
big guy.
pounds, 9.91 RAS. Love it. And then
He's
Elijah.
only. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you're good. And then you took a receiver. Yeah, only 6'7", exactly. And then you got Elijah Badger, the receiver from Florida, with that late 7th round pick, 6'1", 200, 9.31 RAS. They said he's an average route runner, so he needs to work on it coming out of his breaks. But he's got good hands. Only 2 drop passes and
Good
160
hands,
targets.
and he's athletic, right? So they could develop his
Yeah,
route running.
hopefully. Maybe kick returner too. It could be, even though we already got that with McCole Hardman, this could be another guy. So like it. All right, last one, Minnesota. Quick one too. Nick Emenwari, safety from South
Oh,
Carolina.
nice. I like it.
Dorian Strong, cornerback from Virginia Tech. Jackson Slater, guard from Sacramento State. And then Brashard Smith, running back from SMU.
Nice.
I like it. That was fun. All right, guys. So please go. I'm going to do this one. Please go like and subscribe. That was a blast. We're going to have more videos this week. I have 2 live shows this week. I'll be talking top 10 running backs on March 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern. Go check it out. And I'll have a show with Jones on Friday. I'm not sure what we're doing yet. We'll be talking probably free agency grades, but I'll have more stuff with Dad. And go subscribe and give us some grades. Let us know how we did.
All right. Well, thank you for having me, Isaac. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
That was a good one. You did good, man. That was some good picks there. You had some gems there near the end. I really liked. I'm gonna put it back up for a second. I really liked your Lions pick. I really like the TJ Zabel's great, but I like the TJ Sanders pick. The Malachi Moore pick could be really good. Tootin could be an underrated need for them, and I love Stackhouse. I don't know much about Wally, but they needed a corner, and then you grab that big guard in the 7th round. This is
Why
a
not?
Lions. That's a Lions draft. The
Mhm.
Packers, I love this because you got that edge. You got an edge early on, and then you hit defensive tackle pretty early as well. Linebacker, I like this because this kid is just such a talent. I think he could play for us. And we always seem to have injuries at linebacker. But the pick of the draft, if he hits, is Jaden Higgins. Hopefully he does. I like it.
Who? Oh,
Jaden
Jaden
Higgins.
Higgins. Yeah. If he
Hopefully he
hits.
hits. Hopefully he hits. All right, guys, go help me at 750 by my birthday in a couple weeks, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.